Ignoring negative comments. I've noticed that while in positive areas, there are always certain individuals that will always try to move me from the area. Like, how'd you say it? Right now, more than ever, like, I've noticed that, how'd you say it? In, while, like, for example, in church, or for example, in, how'd you say it? In a job, especially in the work environment, um, there's always people giving these negative comments, right? Yesterday I talked to this individual, right? And he was scratching his, well, he was scratching his nuts, in front of me, and I was like, why do they do that, right? Like, why, And it's like, I would just say it, it's like a bully, It's like a bully. A bully, how would you say it, is going to talk shit, and when, as an adult, or as a adolescent, when someone's talking shit, somebody, like, anybody would be like, ignore that individual. He's crazy. He's gonna want to fight. He'll wait for a reason. I didn't know that people were like that, right? But you know that's what I've learned, right? And right now, like, I've realized that people, how would you say it? They're not gonna, how would you say it? Tell you that they want to fight. They're not gonna pick a fight with you. They'll be discreet about it, and they'll get you agitated, and they'll get you agitated. And when they see that you're about to, get mad, they'll throw somebody at you. You know what I'm saying? They'll throw, look, he's about to get mad. Go over there and take him off. He's at the breaking point. Because they're observing you. And the work environments, they've done that to me a lot. And I think about it, and I'm like, I can't believe how a bunch of idiots got the best of me, and which, how would you say it? In which case, it's just about ignoring, like I said, ignoring negative comments, like, pay no attention to them. Like, if they say something, like yesterday with this individual, like, he emphasized, like, he threw negative words at me, using words, and using a tone of voice, and, like, being sarcastic, I guess you could say. He was trying to provoke me, but, like, didn't show any sign of it. Like, in other words, he was like, well, he was interacting, right? And man, this hurts right here a lot. That's why I'm massaging. And he was interacting with me, but, like I was saying, supposedly, like, he doesn't know me, and like um supposedly he has no reason to fight me or to pick a fight with me, right? And but I noticed that, he was trying to provoke me in a different manner, like, supposedly trying to be discreet, you know. And so I say to myself, isn't that weird how things have changed, how I can recognize when somebody is trying to provoke me, when someone is trying to upset me, you know. And I don't know, to be honest, I don't know why they do it, but, like, it's very much the same thing in any situation, you know, where, how'd you say it, where you're somewhere where you feel comfortable, where you feel okay, where you're, how would you say it, where you're enjoying where you're at, right? And so, as long as you're like that, they're gonna negative people are gonna approach you, and they're gonna try to move you, you know, and stuff like that, and try to say negative comments, or try to do things to agitate, like scratch their nuts in front of you, or, what I'm saying, straight up, straight up. I mean, when people start to tell you off, insult you, I mean, you just, as a person, I mean, now more than ever, like, I have learned to retreat from it, like pay no attention, like that guy's whatever, that guy's crazy, he wants a fight, retreat from it. Back then, when I was younger, I would defend myself, but I'll insult back and I'll say something, but now it's just retreat from it, retreat from it. But like I said, people will always be there. If you're in a church, if you're in a group, if you're somewhere, you know, you have to take into consideration exactly who you're talking to. Exactly who you're talking to. Get to know the people that are around you. And highlight anybody. Like if somebody is, how would you say it? Throwing negativity at you or like talks to you in a certain tone of voice or insulting you or talking down at you, you highlight them. You highlight them as individuals that are gonna be there, aggressive, you know, that are constantly gonna be saying that, and the way to react to such individuals is to be extra nice. Be extra nice. You know, I always say that you have to be extra nice to the extra stupid. Because that's the way it is. Once you act extra nice to them, it diffuses the situation. It diffuses the situation, and I think that's the overall goal. When having to interact with an individual that's negative, that's aggressive, that's trying to agitate, you know, that's the best, how would you say it, reaction toward such individual. Because I've met a lot of them where they're just trying to agitate, trying to ruin your day, and they laugh about it.